Good evening, students. Here we'll discuss syllable. Syllable is a basic unit of organization of speech sound. When we speak something, I'm speaking right now, right? So that's how this sound is being organized. So, because of syllable, right? Syllable is the basic or smallest unit of organization for speech sounds, typically composed of a nucleus. So syllable means somewhat that's a nucleus, right? Most often a vowel. Most often a vowel. Nucleus means vowel, right? So that is vowel, and with optional consonant sounds before and after. Vowel or nucleus is in the middle, and then consonant before and after may or may not be, it's optional. Okay, and syllables are often considered the building blocks. Syllable means building blocks. How? When we join the phoneme, right? Phoneme is these all are the phonemes, right? Each and every letter here or sound is phoneme, right? Then we join the phoneme, and then the we make syllable. For example, I'm giving you another example. This is syllable, right? So that's a syllable, right? So here, this is, there are three cut in the word, or three syllable word. How, we'll discuss later on. So that's the typical internal structure of syllable is divided into three main parts. So syllable structure means syllable is divided into three main parts: onset, nucleus, coda. What is onset? Onset is the initial consonant or consonant cluster that precedes the nucleus. Consonant or consonant cluster, right? This, for example, sink, right? So here, that's a, this is vowel, consonant, 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 right? So that this vowel is called, this vowel comes, this is the nucleus, this is the nucleus, this is the onset, and this is coda. How? That's a, vowel is nucleus, right? And before vowel, con- if consonant is there, is called onset, and after nucleus vowel comes, which is called coda. Okay, so onset is o, right? And that is the initial consonant or consonant cluster. Suppose consonant cluster is streak, streak. So that's a consonant cluster. C, 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 then V. So this is called consonant cluster, and that is preceded by nucleus, that's a vowel. V for vowel, C for consonant. It is optional in some languages like English, right? So that is this, onset is optional. Sometime consonants spelling can start with consonant, sometime it is not there, so it's optional. Nucleus or peak. Nucleus is represented by N, and that is also called peak. So the core of syllable, which is usually a vowel. In some exceptions are there, but usually that's a core of syllable is, core is, that's a vowel. Okay, or a syllabic consonant, or syllabic consonant. This is like button, right? So button, there is no space, that's a button. It is typically obligatory, right? So button is obligatory. Okay, now coda is C, represented by C, the final consonant or consonant cluster here after the vowel, consonant or consonant cluster that follows the nucleus, right? Follows the nucleus, and it is optional. It is obligatory, right? That's a, in some cases it is not compulsory, otherwise it is obligatory. But coda is optional in some languages. The nucleus and the coda are often grouped together to form the rhyme. That is another thing, right? Nucleus and coda means, that is vowel, and coda is consonant, right? After the vowel. That makes rhyme R. We'll see later on. The nucleus and coda are often grouped together to form rhyme. Okay, now this okay, they are given example of rhyme, right? So that is syllable, right? Syllable. Okay, I tell you another example, right? Now the structure can be represented using C for consonant, V for vowel. C for consonant, V for vowel. So here we can say the structure in detail. We can read pat. This is structure, pattern, example word, syllable parts, and syllable in IPA approximation, right? So that is very deep. Okay, anyway, so what is the pattern? V means nucleus only, right? And then category is example word a article, right? A, so that is n, nucleus, because a is vowel. And then approximation, syllable, so that's a. This is not a, this is a. This sound is a. Okay, another example, CV. Suppose structure is CV, so what's the pattern? Onset. C is beginning, is called onset, right? It's onset, and it's nucleus. So that's the onset, C in the consonant in the beginning, and example is go, right? And then syllable parts are, that is go. So that is uh, onset and nucleus. Go. This way we would write go. Okay. So what is syllable parts? Syllable parts is, that's a onset and nucleus. Okay, now next is VC, that's a nucleus and coda. At, nucleus means vowel, and consonant after vowel, that's coda. So this is the structure, right? And how this can be written, that's a at. This is a and t, at. Okay, now CVC, that's a nucleus, coda, onset and coda. So onset, this is onset, this is nucleus, and this is coda. Example is, that's a cat. This is a onset, a is nucleus, and t is coda. So that's a this way, right? And O plus N plus C, onset plus nucleus plus coda, and K onset because before vowel, right? This is nucleus, and after this consonant is called coda. CCV, complex onset plus nucleus. Why complex? Because two cluster, consonant cluster. P is consonant, R is consonant, and then nucleus, and then that is that is also pray, right? So there is no sound of Y, so it will not be counted. So structure is onset and nucleus, and pray is written this way, P and R, right? And pray. So it will be counted as one, pray. Okay. Then VCC, that is nucleus, right? Vowel means nucleus, and complex coda. Complex coda means 2cc. Example is, that's a nucleus A. A is nucleus, N and D. Complex coda, ND. So, what is the structure of ND? Nucleus A and complex coda. Complex coda. And A, that's a vowel, N and D, C, C. And after coming after vowel, that's why it's coda, complex coda. Okay. Then C, V, C, C. So that's a C is onset, nucleus, complex coda. Bow, so that's a C, that's a V, and LT, C, 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 C. So onset, nucleus, coda. Bolt, BOULT, right? Okay. CCVC, complex onset, double C is complex onset, right? Complex onset, that is then nucleus and then coda. Trip, example is trip, structure is onset, nucleus, coda, and trip is written like trip, simple, right? Then triple C, CCC, consonant, 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 vowel, then consonant, consonant. These side of consonants are onset, so that's a complex onset. This is vowel is nucleus and complex coda. So that is splin is splee. So C C C, right? Then I V, then NTS C C C. So that is complex onset plus nucleus plus coda is splints. And this way, this is the phonetic transcription, is splints. Okay. Now, types of syllables, phonological and orthographic syllables. Phonological. Speak. Syllables are categorized in linguistics, phonological types, and orthographic, means writing and speaking. This is speaking, right? And this is writing. When we write, so that is different types of syllables. When we speak, so then category is different by their end sound. By their end sound, phonology types syllable are categorized on the basis of their end sound, and in literacy education, orthographic types by spelling patterns. So let us see what is this. Phonological types, these categories are based on the presence or absence of coda. These are the categories are presence and absence of a coda, right? How? Open syllable and closed syllable. Open syllable, a syllable that ends in a vowel. Means here we have to find out the phonological are based on category based on presence or absence of coda. Coda means last C, right? So let us see. That's a open syllable, means a syllable that ends with a vowel. Open means ends with a vowel, means there is no coda, right? For example, structure V or CV or CCV. So at last in every word vowel should come. Means when a word ends with vowel, vowel sound, please take care, vowel sound is called open syllable. Example, he, that's a he, go, these two, go, a, right? So that's a, and then a go, a go. So that's a, a go, right? Then close syllable, a syllable that ends in a consonant. Consonant sound, please, phonology means you have to focus on sound. Has a coda, right? Means close with consonant. For example, in every case there must be last C, right? So here last C, this one last C. So here examples are in the beginning whatever is there. So that's a consonant it, consonant it, consonant it, right? And before consonant whatever. It may be again consonant or V, but at last there must be C, 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 consonant, consonant. It's called closed syllable. Okay. Now, orthographic types used in English reading instructions. Orthographic. These types categorize two relationship between the vowel of the following. So that's a vowel, right? How vowel and consonants actually, how, let us see. Short, long and alter, right? Resulting vowel sound short, long and altered. How? Close has one vowel and ends in one or more consonant. One vowel and ends with one or more consonant. Short vowel. Nap in magnet, right? Nap and in magnet. Examples, syllable magnet, right? So this one or magnet. Example, that's a magnet. So here this type, why it is closed? Because writing, our focus is on writing, right? So that's a short vowel and that's a closed syllable, has one vowel and ends in one or more consonant. So one vowel and end with consonant, right? So that's a short vowel. Vowel sound is short, is called closed. Open syllable. Open syllable ends with a single vowel. Ends with a single vowel. Long vowel, single. No, me, right? So that's a pilot, pilot, right? So that's a ends with the uh, long vowel, that is open syllable. Then vowel consonant E, vowel consonant E has one vowel, a vowel followed by consonant followed by a silent E, important, followed by a silent E, which is very important, silent E. Okay, so that's a long vowel. Long vowel, how? That's a interesting and very important. Bike, bike, right? So that's a I, right? So that's a longer bike, I. So that's long vowel. Then name, right? So that's a name, nay, right? Aim, name, name. Then athlete, 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 है ना? So ath, athlete, athlete, lead, athlete, longer sound, lead. This is a longer sound. So these type of syllables are called vowel consonant E. Vowel consonant E. Then vowel team consonants contains two or more vowels working together to make a single vowel, right? Sound, of course, long, short, or diphthongs. For example, varies, right? So these are the vowel sound. And then boat, rain, south. So that's a boat, boat, boat. Then rain. So that's a boat, rain, south, south. So this the right, this way. Then are controlled is VR, contains a vowel followed by letter R, right? So the R changes the vowel sound. Altered, are colored. How? Car, right? Her, form. So that's a VR. This structure is VR, right? VR. So that's A and R, E and R, O and R. Car example. Okay. Then next last one is consonant LE. So that's a consonant plus LE. And unaccented, please take care, final syllable with a consonant. How? That's a LE. In you just remember that's a word must be end with LE, right? Schwa plus L, right? Table, table. So table, bull. So there is schwa means there is no gap between B and L. Table, bubble, puzzle. So there is no sound of E. Table, bubble, puzzle. No, no sound of E. But spelling ends with LE. Right? Word ends with LE. So this is called consonant LE. So here we have seen that syllable structure is nu syllable structure is nucleus, coda, and onset and coda, right? So that is the structure: nucleus, onset, and coda. Nucleus is vowel, and before vowel this is called onset, this consonant is called coda. Then we have seen that's a different structures, right? Combinations of CV. We have seen number of example. Then types. So then two types of syllables: phonological types or orthological types. Phonological types: open syllable, closed syllable, right? Open syllable ends with V, that's a vowel V. Closed syllable word ends with consonant. Then orthographic type, there are number of categories: close, open, the same, right? Vowel and all. And vowel consonant E, right? Vowel consonant E, then vowel team, and then R controlled syllables. So these are different types of, and then LE, LE also, right? Ends, the word ends with LE, but there is no sound of E. And that is one more thing is that's a uh, unaccented, right? So E is unaccented, and then schwa sound means buttle, bubble, right? So that's a very negligible sound is called schwa sound. So that's a that is something about syllable. Now in next video we are going to discuss types of syllable counting. Okay, thank you so much.